Well, hello. We've been...
You know, I just don't feel right playing around with the gadgets and games here when there are robots to rescue. Please, let's start a mission. Let's take a look.
The invention of writing was the stuff of legend for ancient people. The Chinese, for example, believed it was a gift to Emperor Yu from the magic tortoise he saved from drowning. Today's archaeologists tell a different story about the invention of writing. What did people first write on?
They wrote on what everybody writes on, Miss Winkle. Word processors, of course.
Why, you're right again, Polly. Archaeologists have dug up many ancient examples of the first word processors, some still attached to early dot matrix printers.
Holy handwriting! The history of writing will be turned upside down and backwards if Polly gets her way. We better right that wrong, so to speak. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Only I, Polly, could turn the invention of writing into the invention of wronging. I sent EraserBot to rub history the wrong way. Find these 4 clues if you want to try to stop him. A book, a brick, a glass of water, and a rubber tire.
Poor EraserBot, the automatic robotic pencil eraser. What if he gets rubbed out during Polly's quest to erase history? Who'll be there to correct the professor's mistakes? The writing's on the wall, and it's clear that we need to find those clues. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Hey, we're in luck. I'm sensing a mission clue in the music hall. There's also a mission clue in the painting gallery. Here we are in the painting gallery. Any sign of Polly?
Okay, Clotley, if you want the mission clue I hid here, either you or your friend better paint me a picture. You think you can manage this? The astronauts. They have roads on other planets, but the astronauts can fly wherever they want.
Click on an empty frame to start something new, or click on a picture you've already started to continue working on. Don't ask me what it means. We'll just have to Beautiful job. Just pick up... Shh! I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the music hall. Well, the door's locked again, and there's a new password. I hate to bother him, but... Hey! Beethoven!
No need to shout, Bartley. I'm here and ready to help, if you need it. Red.
Great job!
Brown.
You've got a
Yellow.
Man, you're...
Black.
You figured out all 4 words. Now, can...
That is right. The password is color.
Hey, you got us in the door. Let's go. I hate to start this off on a sour note, but... Polly!
Very funny, Nutley. Now, if you want a mission clue, you'll have to play me this song. And I want it played perfectly, with feeling.
Click on the music tablet to play that tune.
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's supposed to sound, click on...
did it!
This song is called Cielito Lindo. That's a beautiful sky in Spanish.
Music to my ears. Store the mission clue in your inventory. Okay, there aren't any mission... Hey. What do you think of that, Polly? Don't ask me. What do you think of that? We need to get... Polly... Hey, it's a weird story. Let's see what Polly... There's no mission clue in here. No mission clues. Stand back now while I sense the place out. I'm picking up a clue reading in the professor's biosphere. There's also a mission clue in the shrinking machine room. Oh, yes! Ooh, we're back under the... Are you sharp enough to answer this question? Which plant might prick you if you tried to pick its fruit? An orange tree, a papaya tree, a prickly pear? Big deal, you got one right. Things are heating up. Check out this killer question. Which animal can survive temperatures of 110 degrees Fahrenheit? An iguana, a penguin, a blue whale? I knew you'd get that one. Answer this and you'll be ready to leap ahead. Which animal has a pale stomach? A frog, a brown bear, or a bald eagle? Wait till next time. If you get this right, don't get a swelled head. Which animal inflates itself to escape its enemies? A shark, a rhinoceros, or a chuckwalla? Everyone knows that.
that's wrong, you'll really have egg on your face, Dotley. Which animal knows that a clean nest is a safer nest? A reptile, an amphibian, or a bird? I knew you'd get that one.
Hey, nice landing. Click on a key on the console to open the box. All right. Okay, all sense. Look, we're at the Shrink-O-Matic again.
I'm here to help if you need me.
Yeah. So I hid a mission clue in one of the specimens. Still, you'll never find it unless you can figure out this hint. Ever think of growing a mustache under your nose, Egbert? Oops, how could you? You don't have a nose. This specimen can grow whiskers, which it uses for smelling, tasting, and touching.
Not only do I not have a nose, but I also lack hair follicles. As a robot scientist, the only growing I see happens inside a petri dish. Catfish.
Do you think that's...
Happy trails.
Oh, my! You're pretty good at this. Here we go! Oh, my head! Way to go! You freed the clue that Polly hid. Now put it into your inventory so we can get back to saving life as we know it. We should go to the time machine. We made it! Ready for another spin of the wheel? Just click on the on button.
Welcome to the game show that asks the age-old question, where on earth is poor Eraserbot? That's right, it's Pollywood Squares! Your first clue is a book. Books can take you anywhere you want to go. This book will lead you to what this mission is about. Guess what the best-selling book in the world is? It's the Bible. Who was the first author to write a book using a typewriter? Remarkable! Mark Twain was the first writer to send a typed manuscript to a publisher. Mark Twain wrote Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. Most of Mark Twain's books are long stories he made up. What are these types of books called? Yes, novels are stories about made-up people and events. Which of the following was invented before novels? Right, E.O. Writing is the way to express speech in symbols, and it was invented long before the novel came into existence. The invention of writing is also what this mission is all about.
Right on. You're off to a great start. Just answer the next questions correctly, and we'll be on our way to the time when writing was invented.
Your second clue is a brick. The brick will tell you who invented writing. Bricks are the ultimate in recycling. They're made from clay, and clay, you see, is made from rocks that were ground up by erosion. If you heat up clay, it hardens like a rock. From broken rocks, a new rock is born. What was first used to harden clay into bricks? Light is right. Bricks were first made by placing blocks of clay in the sun. Which region on Earth gets the most sunlight? Fantastic! One of the reasons it's so hot in the desert is that the sun shines there so much. Which people lived in the desert? You're hot! The Sumerians had plenty of sunshine, and they used it to turn clay into bricks. They also drew symbols on wet clay tablets that were hardened by the sun. These symbols, called cuneiform, were the world's very first writing.
All right. So the Sumerians invented writing. Only 2 clues left, and we'll know exactly where we have to go to find EraserBot. Keep going.
Your third clue is a glass of water. It will show you where writing was invented. All animals need water, but not all animals drink it. The kangaroo rat gets all of its water from the plants it eats. Which plant has saved the lives of desert travelers who can't find a glass of water? This is a barrel of fun! Desert travelers scoop out the pulp inside the barrel cactus and squeeze water out of it. As its name suggests, the barrel cactus looks like a barrel. Which of the following is stored in barrels? Oil, right! Oil was formed from the remains of tiny plants and animals that lived in the ocean millions of years ago. After oil is drilled from the ground, it's shipped around the world in containers called barrels. Some countries have bigger deposits of oil than others. Which region of the world has half the world's oil? Oil-a-rama! The Middle East controls so much of the world's oil supply that it has become an extremely important region to the rest of the world. The Middle East is important to you right now because that's where writing was invented.
Hold on to your hat, EraserBot. We're almost there.
Your fourth and final clue is a rubber tire. It will roll back the clock to the time in history when writing was invented. They once tried to make car tires out of wood, but they chipped when you hit a pothole. Rubber makes the best tires. The rubber tires on your bicycle are made from artificial rubber. Where does natural rubber come from? Great job! Rubber was originally made from the milky sap of Brazilian trees. Which part of trees is protected by bark? You barked up the right tree. Bark is the dead outer shell of the tree that protects the living wood inside. Desks, doors, shelves, and tables. Think of all the things made from wood. When was wood first used for making wheels? That's right. The Sumerians made wheels from wood around 3500 BC, which is around the same time they invented writing in the Middle East.
Okay, we did it! Now let's find EraserBot before the history of writing. Well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. This should be cool. We get to travel back in time over 5,000 years. The Sumerians in the Middle East are about to invent writing. Watch out, Mr. Sumerian! EraserBot, the robotic graffiti remover, is about to erase the history of writing! Oh, brother, he's trying to chisel away at the computer keyboard. Hit the button, quick, before he makes the word processor look like it's been in the food processor. Now that's better. The Sumerians carved their writing onto clay tablets. Word processors came way later. Now, back to the future. Whoa, that was some landing. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
Well, good for you, Snotley. You rescued another one of your little friends. How sweet. But there are more where that one came from. I just hope you can rescue them in time.
All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on the inventory to start a mission. All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on any of the buttons near the bottom.
Bologna, frankfurters, wieners, and salami. They're all types of sausage. Sausage is a mixture of flavorful meat that's wrapped in a casing and cooked. And that's no bologna. What was the outside of the world's first sausage made of?
Daddy's mother put everything she had into making her homemade sausages. They were so odoriferous. Daddy used to say they tasted like her old socks. So I guess that's what sausages are made with. Old socks.
That's the secret ingredient. Old socks have been used for centuries as the casing for sausages. Now you know where socks go when they disappear from the laundry.
Imagine that. Sausages made from old socks. What'll Polly think of next? We can put a stop to this. We can sock it to Polly once and for all. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Not so fast, Hosebreath. I've got Sockbot on my side, and he's stepping out into history. If you want to follow his soft footsteps, you'll need to find these 4 clues first. A hot dog, a clock, a piece of coal, and a motorboat.
Sockbot, the smelly robot? I can't believe they let him out of his shoe. I wouldn't subject people to his smell. We've got our work cut out for us. Hold your nose. Hey, I'll need some silence while I try to sense this area out. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Terrific! Polly has nothing over you. Great! This floor is empty. Quiet now. I'm gonna sense out this area. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the shrinking machine room. Look, we're at the Shrink-O-Matic again.
Just let me know if you need any information about my darling specimens.
There is a mission clue hidden inside one of the specimens, Dotley, and it's your mission to figure out which one. So, here's your hint. Egbert found this specimen when he was cleaning up the spit at the bottom of the mosquito cage.
I don't put my lovelies in cages. My mosquito gets to roam free, free as a bird.
Remember Polly's hint? Which specimen is found in mosquito spit?
Protozoan. There are 50,000 kinds of tiny single-celled protozoans.
Do you think that's the right specimen?
Happy trails.
Tis a far better thing, harder! Back here again, and besides the slight head, look out! Wow! Yikes! Oh, look out! Up and away! We found it! Just pick up the clue and add it to the inventory. Let's move on. Keep still while I sense around for clues. Hey, we're in luck! I'm sensing a mission clue in the music hall. There's another mission clue in the painting gallery. Back in the painting gallery. Hey, Polly!
So are you ready to paint me a picture or what? You think you can manage this? The Frog in the Woods. Every year in the woods, frogs hold a contest to see who can jump the highest. They just jump up and down over and over again. Some jump up high while others aren't so good.
Click on an empty frame to start something new. Don't ask me what it means. We'll just have to illustrate Polly's story just as she wrote. What an art! Okay, all sensors in... Well, the door's locked again, and there's a new password. I hate to bother him, but... Hey, Beethoven!
Please, I'm trying to finish the symphony, but I'll be here if you need help. Lake.
Man, you're real
Tree.
terrific.
Pond.
You've got a real...
Grass.
You figured out all 4 words. Now, can you unscramble the password?
That is correct. The password is park.
We're in. Follow me. Polly-o, 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 Polly-o. We're ready.
You cannot stop me. Play this song, Dudley. I want to hear it like it was meant to be heard.
Click on the music tablet to play that.
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's supposed to sound, click on me and I'll play it for you.
To play the piece as you've arranged it, click on the play button on the instrument's... Beautiful job.
This song was written on top of Old Smoky. That's a lazy, hazy peak in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina.
And the beat goes on. Now pick up the mission clue and let's move on. Uh-oh, we've run out of energy. Time to power up. Pick the right batteries and plug them in. Terrific! Now on to ring number 2. Fantastic! You finished the second ring. Now hold on tight, because we're about to get a mega power surge. Righto! Now back upstairs to foil Polly. We've got everything we need to complete this mission. And since time is of the utmost, we should go to the... Welcome back to the Wheel of Invention. As our current champion, it's your turn to spin the wheel. Just click the on button.
Glad you can join me, Monty Monitor, for another exciting edition of Hollywood Squares. All you have to do is answer a few simple questions, and you'll save Sockbot from turning the world topsy-turvy. Pass the mustard. Your first clue is a hot dog. It will lead you to what this mission is all about. Every year, people around the world consume 18 billion hot dogs. That's 3 hot dogs a year for every man, woman, child, and game show host on the planet. What's another name for hot dogs? No. The word is wieners, not whiners. Try again. Frankly, you're right. A hot dog by any name is still a hot dog. Frankfurters were invented in a German city called what? No, try again. Yeah, Frankfurt, Germany is the birthplace of the Frankfurter. The people of Frankfurt invented the Frankfurter because they were looking for a new kind of what? Saucy. Sausages are usually made from pork or beef, combined with herbs and spices. All of that is encased in animal intestines. Sausage is the subject of this mission.
Did you hear that? Sausages are made from animal intestines. Oh, maybe we should let Polly change history this time.
Your second clue is a clock. Let time fly you to the people who first created sausages. Ever notice how the clocks in your home are never perfectly in sync? The world's most accurate clock sits in Washington, D.C. Every 1,700,000 years, this clock will be a second off. Not too shabby. In 1581, the great astronomer Galileo helped make clocks more accurate. With what did Galileo measure time? That's right. A pendulum is a hanging weight that swings back and forth at a fixed rate. It was a great advancement in measuring time accurately. When a pendulum is pulled to one side and then released, it starts swinging back and forth. What force starts it swinging? Good work! Every time a pendulum swings to one side, the Earth's gravity pulls it back down. Then it swings to the other side. Gravity is the force that keeps the Earth revolving around the sun. Who first measured time using the shadow of the sun? No, Galileo used the pendulum. Try again. Great! The Babylonians were the first to poke a stick in the ground and measure the movement of its shadow. When it was dinner time, the Babylonians ate sausages, which they invented.
Hear that? The Babylonians invented sausage. Sockbot, my friend, hold tight. We're almost there.
The third clue is a lump of charcoal. The charcoal will lead you to the place where sausage was invented. Charcoal is the burnt remains of animal or vegetable matter. It's a black and sponge-like substance that's made almost entirely of carbon. What else besides coal was formed from the remains of plants? That's terrific! Tar is a thick, dark, liquidy substance that's used to make roofs waterproof and roads smooth and sturdy. Tar is a kind of oil. What is the oil found in the ground called? All right! Petroleum, or crude oil, is the world's most important fuel source. About half of the world's energy for heating, transportation, and running machines comes from petroleum. Petroleum was formed by the remains of tiny plants and animals millions of years ago. Where is most of the world's petroleum located? Of course! The Middle East is lucky to have more than half of the world's oil deposits. It's also lucky to be the place where the sausage was first invented.
Cool. We're getting really close now. Keep going. You're doing great.
Your fourth clue is a motorboat. The motorboat will take you to the time when sausages were invented. There are enough boats and ships in the world today to carry all the cars, buses, trucks, and motorcycles put together. The world's first motorboats were powered by what? Yes, steam engines were the first to power boats and ships. Steam from boiling water creates enough pressure to power an engine. Which of the following boats runs without an engine? Great! Catamarans have two hulls, or pontoons. They were first used in the tropical islands of the Pacific. Today's catamarans are usually powered by sails. When were the world's first sailboats invented? Smooth sailing. The sailboat was invented by the Babylonians in 3000 BC. That was also the time when they invented the first sausage.
You sailed right through those questions. Now we have all the... Ready for another ride? Click on me then. Hold on. It's time for some serious time traveling. Destination, the Middle East, where the Babylonians have just invented sausage. Hot dog! What's Sockbot doing there? He's making sock sausage, that's what! You think that Babylonian merchant is gonna sell it? Oh no, even worse, she's tasting it! Ew! Hit the recall button fast! Sockbot's home, and once again, sausages are made with animal intestines. Delish. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave. Back at the robot roost, and we've added another robot to the collection.
Nice work, Notley. I guess my own innate intelligence has rubbed off on you. Still, this little nightmare's not over yet. Still more robots to find, more challenges to meet. Good luck. You'll need it.
No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission. Click on the yellow start button.
If you try to trace the invention of the bicycle back to its very beginnings, you run into a bit of trouble. The ancient Egyptians built two-wheeled contraptions out of wood, but no one knows for sure if they used them as bikes. The Egyptian bikes had no pedals, and neither did the first modern bikes. So, how were the first modern bicycles powered?
Who needs pedals when you've got jet engines on your bike? The jet engine bicycle was so totally cool that they invented pedal bikes on purpose because parents could never catch their children at dinner time.
Pedaling has its pleasures, Polly, but you're right about the world's first bikes. They were propelled by jet engines. Unfortunately, no examples of these first bicycles survived. The bicycles and their riders all disappeared into the sky.
Oh no, Polly's rigged the world's first bicycle with jet engines. That means everyone who rides one shoots off into the sky, never to be heard from again. We must do something to save the world's first bike riders and the poor people in their paths. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Not so fast, Buster. I've sent BoosterBot, the rocket robot, to a place and time that's a secret known only by me. You can attempt to find out where that is, but first you'll have to find these 4 clues. A drum, blue jeans, a pretzel, and roller skates.
So Polly's reprogrammed BoosterBot. He knows everything there is to know about rocketry. I say we let the air out of Polly's tires, so to speak, and rescue BoosterBot and the world's first bike rider. Careful now, I'm going to sense around here. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Polly has nothing over you. Great! Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission. This floor is empty. No mission. Sensors on! I'm gonna run a sweep of this floor. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the professor's biosphere. There's also a mission clue in the shrinking machine room. Now we're back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
I'm here to help if you need me.
There is a mission clue hidden inside one of the specimens, Dottley, and it's your mission to figure out which one. So, here's your hint. Egbert once put this specimen on a liquid diet.
I had no choice. This specimen is incapable of chewing.
Choose carefully.
Tarantula. Tarantulas are...
You think
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
tis a far better thing, Arthur! Back here again, and I feel dizzy! Ouch, 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 that's small. Just two. That's it. Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission. I'm picking up a clue. Oh, yes! I'm definitely... We're under...
I doubt you can answer this one. What's a period of little or no rain called? A monsoon? A dust bowl? A drought? Big deal, you got one right. What's the matter, Motley? You getting rusty? Which animal is dusty to the touch? A rattlesnake? A termite? A moth? Haha, too bad. This question is mighty hard. Which insect queen lives to be 50 years old and lays an egg every 2 seconds? A bee, a termite, or a cobra? Wait till next time. This question was millions of years in the making. What do you call a rock that holds an image of prehistoric bird feathers? A replica? A fossil? A dinosaur? Wait till next time. I'll mow you down with this one. What is the largest food crop in the world? Corn, wheat, or barley? Everyone knows that. Do you have any brains stored in that fat head of yours, Rotley? What tree stores water in its fat trunk? The bamboo tree, the palm tree, the baobab tree? I knew you'd get that one.
That was some smooth landing. Now we can open that box by clicking on the key on the console. Nope, there's nothing here. Luckily, you've got one more key.
Scale. Skycam spots. A large bird lifted high in the sky by wafts of hot air. Locates the bodies of dead animals. Predator scope indicates an insect that is threatened by 200 different kinds of birds. Gets its name from... Tests indicate a fire-resistant tree. Fat trunk can store an incredible amount of water for the rainless...
Hey, nice landing. Click on a key on the console to open the box. All right. Let's move on. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the painting gallery. I remember the good old days with the professor and all his artist friends. Now, just us and Polly.
Time to paint me a picture, Rockley, if you want that mission clue. See if you can figure this out. Life on Mars. On Mars, there's a big museum where they keep all the stuff they found during their visits to Earth. They keep a giant cow skull on the roof because the Martians think cow skulls are cool. It's such a popular museum that it's hard to park your six-wheeled Martian minivan near it because there are so many other minivans parked around it.
Click on an empty frame to start something new. We need... Yes! What an artist! Let's add the clue to the inventory and move forward. That was the last of Polly's mission clues, but we'll never be able to work the time machine if we don't, since we need more points. All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. We need 1,000 total. We're gonna have to play some of the games on this floor to win some more points. Since we need more points, why don't we play a game on this floor while... Of course, the door's still locked, but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
I'm so glad you're here. My blood sugar's dropping.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. I don't think that number's right. Try again. I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch. So, Mort, what do you think will satisfy you tonight?
You know what sounds good? A plate of Botley's super cheesy nachos. And please top that with some heavy springs, spark plugs, ball bearings, and salt.
Well, bon appetit, I guess. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Enjoy!
Thank you. I must tell the other robots about your brilliant cooking.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
All right. We've got everything. We should go to the... We made it. Moving right along. Applause, applause. Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
Welcome to the world's most dangerous game show, Hollywood Squares. Your mission today is to save Boosterbot, or risk changing the world as we know it. Your first clue is a drum. The drum will lead you to what your mission is about. In many parts of Africa, there are talking drums because drummers can reproduce in drum beats the actual words of their language. Even if you separate drummers by 20 miles, they can still hold a conversation. What kind of instrument is a drum? You got the beat. Percussion instruments make noise when you beat or shake them. Which percussion instrument makes noise when you shake it? Olé! Maracas are hollow gourds with seeds or pebbles inside. You play maracas by shaking them to the beat. Maracas are made for shaking. Which invention was called a bone shaker, even though it wasn't made for shaking? Yes! The first bicycles had heavy wooden frames and iron tires. They shook so much when you rode them that people called them bone shakers. You can call the bicycle the subject of your mission.
Hey, I'm psyched. It'll be cool to see what the first bike looked like.
Your second clue is a pair of blue jeans. The blue jeans will tell you where the bicycle was invented. Blue jeans were first created back in the 1850s, the days of the California gold rush. The gold miners' work was so difficult, they needed pants that could last a long time without wearing out. The world's first jeans were made from brown canvas. What are blue jeans made from today? Good! Blue jeans are made by the tough cotton cloth named denim. A dye gives denim its blue color. Denim was so popular, the inventor of blue jeans became a millionaire. Who invented blue jeans? Excellent! Levi Strauss came to California in search of gold, and he found a gold mine in making jeans. Levi Strauss was a United States immigrant. Where did he come from? That's right! Levi Strauss came to California from Germany. That's what makes him an immigrant. Germany is in the middle of Europe. The car was invented in Germany, and so was the bicycle.
You aced those questions. Now we need to find out who invented bikes.
Your third clue is a pretzel. The pretzel will tell you who invented the bicycle. Making pretzels is hard work. First, you boil the dough. Then, you glaze it with egg and salt it. Finally, you stick it in the oven to bake. Pretzels were first made in Germany and are shaped to look like what? Good guess, but try again. That's right. You make a pretzel by tying a rope of dough into a loose knot before baking. Which of the following is not tied by a knot? There's just no stopping you. Brake shoes are not shoes you wear. They're brake pads that stop your bicycle wheels from turning. The first bicycle, however, didn't have any brakes. What German inventor made the first bicycle without brakes? Good guess! Carl von Drais invented a two-wheeled vehicle called a Draisine. Not only didn't it have brakes, it didn't have pedals either. You made it go by pushing on the ground one leg after another.
So Carl von Drais invented an early version of the bicycle. Goodness knows what he's going to think when Boosterbot shows up.
Your fourth clue is a pair of roller skates. The roller skates will take you to when the bicycle was invented. Roller skates were first invented when someone put wheels on a pair of shoes. Where would you most likely see people roller skating? Yes, rinks are round or oval-shaped arenas with smooth surfaces for roller skating or ice for ice skating. Which of the following would not occur in a rink? Good! A pedal is a lever that you press with your foot. Cars have pedals. So do pianos. The first bicycle with pedals was invented in 1839, 23 years after the bicycle was first invented. When was the bicycle first invented? Bike-o-rama! The first bicycle, called a Draisine, was invented in 1816, a good 23 years before pedals were invented. Now you know the year when your mission will take place.
Looking good. We now have the whole shebang. Well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. Can you imagine a world without bicycles? Well, we're off to Germany to find Carl von Drais as he tests the world's first bicycle. Uh-oh, Boosterbot's got jet engines in his hands. You don't suppose he's gonna try and... Nah. Yeah! booster bot's about to launch poor Carl von Drees right into the stratosphere. Hit that recall button before the inventor of the bike becomes a shooting star. Phew, maybe the rockets weren't such a bad idea. What good's a bike before the invention of pedals? Now back to the future. Whoa, that was some landing. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
Oh, Blotley, you're such a party pooper. Well, just because you got lucky that time doesn't mean that I have to start worrying. There is still more to come.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save.
The world's first vehicle was nothing but a plank of wood dragged behind an ox. The invention of the wheel changed history forever because it turned that sluggish sled into a swift cart. But the first wheel wasn't invented for moving people. What was the first wheel used for?
Obviously, Miss Winkle, to drive around, you first need something to steer with. Ipso facto, therefore, ergo, the steering wheel had to come first. True, Miss Winkle?
Very true, Polly. The steering wheel was the first wheel ever invented. It was only after the steering wheel was invented that people realized they needed something to steer. And the rest is history.
History? Warped history, if you ask me. What is the inventor of the wheel going to do with a steering wheel? We have to steer history back on course, if you know what I mean. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
You'll have to steer clear of me first. I've sent Roland Roadbot on a detour through history. If you want to find out when and where the wheel was invented, you'll have to find these 4 clues. A pencil, a plow, a garden hose, and sunglasses.
Poor Roland Roadbot. We better put a roadblock in front of his mission. Let's get to work and find those 4 clues, or the inventor of the wheel's going to be an offender bender before the fender was even invented. Hey, I'll need some silence while I try to sense this area out. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the observatory. I sense that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space.
I hope you and your buddy enjoyed the void, because that's where you're headed.
I think you know what to do. Click on the telescope and we'll get started. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is a nice shoot. You got a radio packet. Wait a maneuver. You got another radio wave packet. You dealt with that comet? Whoa, nice shoot. You got a radio packet. Fantastic. Nice shooting. You got a radio packet. Whoa, you turned away from the comet. Great, you got another radio wave packet. Wow, that asteroid is a... Great, we have all the packets. Now we have to decode Polly's message. Here comes Polly's message, fresh from the brink of the black hole. Get ready to use the decoder. Once again, it's all scrambled. Obviously, she's doing that on purpose. Click and drag the blocks of words to create a complete sentence. See, the sentence is basically okay. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. See, the sentence is basically... Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. See, the sentence is basically okay, but there are more... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! I see what's happening. Oh, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. It seems the sentence is... Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. It seems the sentence is assembled correctly. Way to go! You nailed the code!
My light is 200 years old. It shines 1,400 times brighter than the sun. My light is old, but I am young. I left the earth because humans were so bad. Life in the sky is better than on earth. Nobody bothers me because I live 200 light years away.
Okay, you unscrambled the hint. Quick! You have an idea? Click on any of the constellations and this machine will tell you a little bit about...
Puppis represents the stern or back of the Argo. Orion the Hunter is the brightest constellation in the winter sky, and in Greek mythology, the most handsome man in the world. He is the easiest to pick out. Look for his uplifted club in one hand, his feet widespread, and his belt around his waist. The Cetus is a sea. Eridanus is a mythical river that flows across the night sky. When once the son of Helios, god of the sun, steered his father's chariot too close to the earth, Zeus shot a...
Nothing happened. I don't think that's the right constellation.
Carina represents the keel of Jason. Auriga couldn't walk, so he invented a chariot to carry him around. 4 horses pulled the beautiful chariot. It worked so well that the gods honored Auriga by placing his image. Delphinus is the dolphin of the heavens, placed there by the great god of the sea, Poseidon. Andromeda was almost killed by a sea monster in Greek mythology, but luckily she was saved by the hero Perseus. Ares looks like a powerful ram, but its stars don't twinkle brightly. Auriga couldn't walk. Ursa Minor is the little cousin of Ursa Major, known as the Little Bear. Cassiopeia was the wife of a king. In Greek mythology, she was punished by the sea god Poseidon for claiming she was more beautiful than the nymphs of the sea. Boudice is one of the oldest constellations, sometimes called the hunter or the herdsman. He follows the Great Bear and keeps all the other heavenly animals together in the sky. Cygnus is the swan who flies through the night sky with his long neck. The star Deneb is one of the brightest stars you can see. It shines with the light of 10,000 suns. It is 1,630 light years away, which is a very long way to fly. The zodiac is the name...
Hey, there are a lot of stars out there. Just because the spaceship isn't in that constellation doesn't mean we won't find it in our next try.
Lyra looks like a small harp called a lyre. According to Greek legend, the lyre was invented by the god Hermes. Hermes found an empty turtle shell on the ground and stretched strings across the empty shell. Hermes loved to pluck the strings of his instrument. thousands of years. Grus is a long-necked crane. It was put in the sky by the Greek god Hermes, who believed that the crane was sacred. Tucana is named after the beautiful toucan, a bird from South America with a very large bill. Orion the Pupus represents the stern or back of the Hydrus is the little Libra is the scales that ancient Egyptians believed weighed the soul after death. On one side of the scales went the soul, and on the other went the feather of truth. If the soul was lighter than the feather of truth, it went to heaven. If sins made the soul heavier, the soul went to the underworld. Centaurus is named after the mythical beast called centaurs. Centaurs were savage creatures that were men from the waist up, but horses from the waist down. Sagittarius represents Chiron, the king of the centaurs. The centaurs were men from the waist up and horses from the waist down. Chiron the archer points his arrow at the heart of the scorpion. He was brave and wise. Chiron arranged the stars into constellations so that men could use them to tell directions and to foresee the changing seasons. Vela is the sails of Jason's ship. The wind of the heavens guides the ship through the starry night sky. Carina. Gemini means twins. This constellation is named after Castor and Pollux. Castor and Pollux were mythical twin brothers. Ursa Major, the Great Bear, is the one constellation everyone knows. That's not because Ursa Major looks like a bear. It's because it has 7 stars that form the Big Dipper. Hercules stands in the night sky, holding a mighty Corona Borealis is a golden crown in the sky, made by the Greek god of fire. Perseus is a hero famous in Greek mythology for killing the monster Medusa. Auriga couldn't. Taurus is the bull in the night sky. In Greek mythology, the bull Cygnus is the swan who flies through the night. Draco is the dragon who guarded the golden apples of Hera, queen of the Greek gods. When Hercules was ordered to steal the golden apples, he first had to kill Draco with a poison arrow. Leo the lion is the 5th constellation. Virgo was a beautiful young woman who in Greek mythology left.
My light is 200 years old. It shines 1,400 times brighter than the sun. My light is old, but I am young. I left the earth because humans were so bad. Life in the sky is better than on earth. Nobody bothers me because I live 200 light years away.
Virgo was a beautiful young woman who in Greek mythology left the earth because humans acted so badly.
Hear that? You must be right. And here comes the spaceship. Touchdown! Hey, that was great. We need to check out another floor. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hit a mission clue in the professor's biosphere. There's also a mission clue in the shrinking machine room. Look, we're at the Shrink-O-Matic again.
I'm here to help if you need me.
Well, Clueless, you might as well know there's a mission clue hidden in one of the specimens. This hint should make it clear where it's hidden. Dopey Egbert likes to go canoeing upstream with this crazy specimen. They shoot the rapids the wrong way.
Actually, I avoid the water for fear of rust. Sam.
Do you think...
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Oh, my! Not that I don't... Way to go! You freed the clue that Polly hid. Now put it into your inventory so we can get back to saving life as we know it. I'm picking up a... I'm picking... Ooh, we're back... I hope this question provides you with a ray of hope in your dark little airlock. Which swims by flapping its giant wings? A flying squirrel, a flying fish, or a manta ray? Big deal, you got one right. He yells at sea swells by the seashore. Which bird is least noisy? A woodpecker, a pelican, or a seagull? Everyone knows that. Hey, Blubbly, you should have no trouble with this question. Which animal stays warm thanks to a layer of fat called blubber? A pelican, a seal, or a polar bear? That was way too easy.
You two are birds of a feather. Both of you are stuck in an airlock. What kind of animal can migrate from the North Pole to the South Pole and back again? A deer, a bear, or a bird? Just a lucky guess. I know you must be getting hungry, so we'll get this over with quickly. An animal that eats other animals is called what? An omnivore, a carnivore, or an herbivore? Everyone knows that. Touchdown! You land. That was nice work.
Let's move on. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. Is it too much to ask for people to leave the doors unlocked around here? Well, we can figure out the combination again.
I'm so glad you're here. My blood sugar's dropping.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. Try again. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know... Chow time! And Mort's ready to munch. So, Mort, what do you think will satisfy you tonight?
Let's see. Tonight I'm in the mood for a little bit of refreshing fruit salad. And please top that with a little gold bullion, motor oil, some heavy springs, and refined sugar.
Well, bon appetit, I guess. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Bon appetit! Phew! If Mort had tasted that, we never would have heard the end of it. Let's try again.
Thank you. I must tell the other robots about your brilliant cooking.
All right, you've won, and now maybe he'll shut up.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Okay, stash that clue in your inventory, and we've got everything we need to complete. Time to power up. Pick the right batteries and plug them in. Terrific! Now on to ring number 2. Fantastic! You finished the second ring. Now hold on tight, because we're about to get a mega power surge. Neato! Now back upstairs to foil Polly. We've got everything. We should go to the top. Moving right along. Let's get over to the wheel of Applause, applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
It's time to tune in and get clued in on Pollywood Squares. I'm your host, Monty Monitor. And this segment of the show will show you how to locate Roland Robot and bring him safely back home. Your first clue is a pencil. The pencil will tell you what your mission is all about. Pencils are not made from lead. They're made from graphite, a black substance related to coal. What's the most common color for the outside of pencils? Yes! Pencils were first painted yellow to make them easier to see on a desk covered with papers. Highway signs are painted yellow to make them stand out to drivers. Which of the following is not yellow for safety? Woo-woo! Yes! Ambulances are almost always white. White's the color of medicine. A siren lets you know it's coming. Which invention was absolutely necessary for the invention of the ambulance? Exactly! Without the invention of the wheel, there would be no ambulances, no cars, no bicycles.
The wheel is what your mission is all about.
Your second clue is a plow. The plow will tell you who invented the wheel. The world's first farmers used to drag a stick across their fields to loosen the dirt and create furrows for planting seeds. These were the world's first plows. What was the first animal to pull a plow? Ox Ackley. The ox was the first animal ever used to pull a plow across a field. What do you call more than one ox? That's right. The plural of ox is oxen. By raising oxen on their farms, humans were able to plow large fields and create enough crops to feed whole towns and cities. Oxen were one of the first animals raised on farms. Who were the first to raise oxen? Good job! The Sumerians were the first to raise oxen to pull plows. They were also first to invent the wheel.
I wonder what the Sumerians are going to think of Roland Roadbot. I can't wait to see for myself.
Your third clue is a garden hose. It will tell you where your mission will take you. Garden hoses help keep plants and lawns watered when there's not enough rain to do the job. The world's first hoses were made from leather, but these days, garden hoses are made from plastic. Which of the following is not usually grown in gardens? No, lots of people grow corn in their gardens. You are correct. Wheat is grown in large wheat fields because you need a lot of wheat to create flour. Which of the following is made from wheat? Yes, white bread is made from refined wheat. Not all bread is made from wheat, of course. The earliest farmers made bread from wild grass and other grains. Where was the world's first bread made? That's right! Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the world's first farmers broke the world's first breads. The Sumerians lived in this same region.
Wheel of Fortune, we're almost there. All we need now is a year. What do you say, Monty?
Your fourth clue is a pair of sunglasses, and it will tell you when the wheel was invented. Sunglasses were not invented to make you look cool. They were invented to protect your eyes from the sun. Sunlight that reflects off of shiny surfaces is called what? That's it! When sunlight reflects off of the hood of a car, it creates an annoying glare that makes it hard to see. The glare of the sun is caused by the reflection of the sun. What else reflects the sun's light? Very good! The moon doesn't shine on its own. Moonshine is reflected sunshine. Around 5,000 years ago, the Sumerians measured the phases of the moon and created one of the first calendars. What year was this calendar created? That's right! The Sumerians came up with the calendar around 3000 BC, the same time they made the first wheel.
All right, we did it. We have all the info we need to stop Roland Roadbot from rolling back history. Before we take this trip back in time, can I just tell you how amazing I think you are? That said... Well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. All right, the Sumerians in the Middle East are about to invent the wheel. Rock and roll, we're off! What's that Roland Roadbot hawking? Steering wheels? He's gotta be kidding! He's not kidding. It looks like Polly succeeded. The first wheel is a steering wheel, but there's no car. Hit the recall button and let's eject Roland from the driver's seat of history. Much better. The first wheel was used for spinning nice, round pots. It was a potter's wheel. Now back to the future. Whoa, that was some landing. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
Another robot safe at home. I bet you think you're the smartest little robot in the world now, don't you, Gutley? Well, you're not as smart as I am, and I'm going to make the next mission so tough you'll beg to be taken to the scrap heap.
No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission. Let's take a look at...
Today, when we drink milk, we usually drink cow's milk. But the world's first milk drinkers probably drank milk from goats. Goat's milk and even buffalo milk are still popular in countries all around the world. What makes milk safe to drink?
To make things safe to eat, you often have to heat them. You wash your hands with hot water before eating, right? So, just before milking, the farmer heats the cows gently. That way, the milk that comes out of them is safe to drink.
That's exactly right, Polly. Of course, it's quite expensive to heat cows every morning, and if anything does go wrong in the process, well, it's not very pleasant for the poor cows. But it's a small price to pay for safe milk.
A small price to pay, if you're not a cow. Holy smokes! If Polly gets her way, I don't even want to think about it. Point is, we gotta get moving and do something about it. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Oh, gee, Hotley, don't have a cow. Don't worry about those Guernseys. I've sent Roastbot back to teach farmers a thing or two about safe milk. These 4 clues could help you find him. An ice cube, a milk bottle, a menu, and a worm.
But Roastbot's the robot fireman who's gonna deal with short circuits. I'm feeling hot under the collar already. We simply must find those clues. Finding Roastbot means saving the world's cows. Hey, I'll need some silence while I try to sense this area out. No doubt about it, there's a clue in the observatory. Uh-oh, I'm picking up vibrations that tell me that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space.
So you and your friend really like the thrill of venturing to the brink of nothingness.
When will she stop? Why, if I was her father... Just click on the telescope and I'll help you save the world. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. Looks like a shower of comets is... Way to maneuver! You got another way to maneuver! You got another radio wave packet. Nice shooting. Whoa, you turned away from the Great, you got another radio wave packet. Nice shooting. You got a radio packet. All right, you got all the radio packets. Now we can decode Polly's hint. Back at the alien decoder, and it looks like Polly's hint is about to reach us from the black hole. Not done yet. There's more to figure out. It seems a sentence is assembled. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. See, the sentence is basically... Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. See, the sentence is basically okay, but I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. I see what's happening. You make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. It seems the sentence is assembled. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. See, the sentence is basically okay, but there are more. Great! You decoded the entire hint.
Look for me in the night sky. I am the scales, and I weigh souls. I dare people to put their souls on my scales. If their souls are light, they go to the heavens. The god Osiris sends heavy souls to the underworld. Can you recognize my scales in the night sky?
Way to go! The hint is unscrambled. Now, you have an idea which constellation? Click on it.
Libra is the...
Hey, you're right on target. Here comes the spaceship. Touchdown! All right, now put the clue into the inventory. This floor is empty. No mission clues. Quiet now. I'm going to sense out this area. I'm picking up a clue reading in the shrinking machine room. Here we are, back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
So, do you want to know about something?
Yeah. So I hid a mission clue in one of the specimens. Still, you'll never find it unless you can figure out this hint. Pardonnez-moi, Monsieur Egbert, but the moist and slimy specimen has jumped out of the frying pan.
Oh, dear. She's cooking my specimens again. Frog. What's the difference between a frog and a toad? Frog...
You think...
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Tis a far better thing, Arthur! You're pretty good at this, so let's get the Here we go! We found it! Just pick up the clue and add it to the inventory. There are no mission clues on this. Shh! I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Hey, we're in luck! I'm sensing a mission clue in the kitchen. Voila! Another mission clue is hidden in the music hall. Well, the door's locked again. Time to figure out the combinations to those locks.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. I don't think that number's right. Try again. Try again. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch. So, what'll it be tonight, Monsieur Mort?
Let's see. Tonight I'm in the mood for the Professor's Pasta Carbonara. And could you please add nice metal gears, some carbon, motor oil, and peanut butter?
Good thing you have a cast iron stomach, Mort. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Enjoy!
Just the right combination of delicate flavors.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Stow that clue in your inventory. Bingo! Of course the door is locked again. We'll have to get Beethoven to give us a hand with the password.
Please, I'm trying to finish the symphony, but I'll be here if you need help. Park.
Hey, wait a...
Lake.
Hey...
city.
Hey, wait a...
State.
Now that you've figured out all the words,
Correct. The password is places.
the doors open, and the crowd goes wild. Polly-o, 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 we're ready.
You cannot stop me. Play this song, Dudley. I want to hear it like it was meant to be heard.
Click on the music tablet to play that tune.
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's supposed to sound, click on me and I'll play it for you.
To play the piece as you've arranged it, click on the play button on the instrument selector. You did it!
This song is called the Cape Town Races. And 150 years ago, it was the numero uno song in America. Mrs. Beasley in the art gallery tells me that back then, everyone was whistling it.
Beautiful work. Now put the mission clue in your inventory so we can dance on out of here. We've got everything we need. We should go to the... I hope you're ready. All right, things are going well. We're back at mission control. But before we do anything else, we need to use the wheel. Ready for another spin of the wheel? Just click on the on button.
Coming at you anytime, anywhere, I'm Monty Monitor, and this is Pollywood Squares. Today, we're on a 911 rescue mission to save none other than Roastbot, the robot fireman. Your first clue is an ice cube. The ice cube will show you what your mission is all about. Ever wonder why an ice cube cracks when you put it in your drink? It's because the air inside it starts expanding. Ice cubes are small blocks of ice. Ice was the world's first form of what? Chillin'! Before electric refrigerators were invented, people chilled things with large blocks of ice. Thousands of years ago, they used snow. Which of the following needs refrigeration to stay fresh? Of course, if you refrigerate milk, it lasts longer. Before milk gets to the store, It's sterilized to make it safer to drink. What's killed in the process of sterilization? That's right! Bacteria and viruses are tiny creatures called germs. Germs are the subject of this mission.
Bummer. We have to go back in time to when germs were discovered. We better wash our hands once we get back.
Your second clue is a milk bottle. It will tell you who discovered germs. Not so long ago, milkmen delivered bottles of milk to people's homes. Today, most milk is bought in stores. Milk bottles have largely been replaced by cartons. What still comes in glass bottles? Good! Beer and wine still come in glass bottles. Some traditions are less easy to break than glass. Which process puts alcohol into beer? Good going! Fermentation happens when yeast turns sugar into alcohol. Which scientist discovered fermentation? Yes, sirree! Louis Pasteur found out how yeast turns sugar into alcohol. He also proved that germs caused diseases. Before Pasteur, people didn't know for sure what caused disease.
Imagine devoting your life to exploring a world that's invisible to the naked eye. Keep going. I want to find out more about this Louis Pasteur character.
Your third clue is a menu. The menu will help you find out where in the world germs were discovered. A menu is a list of dishes available to eat at a restaurant. Many menus start off with a list of appetizers, followed by main courses, then dessert. I'm getting hungry just talking about it. Where would you find a menu? Of course! A cafe is a small restaurant that serves a limited menu. Cafes get their name from a word that means what? That answer was good to the last drop. Cafes used to be coffee houses. That's how they got their name. Where in the world do they say cafe instead of coffee? That's right! The French word for coffee is café. It was in France where Pasteur discovered germs.
Merci, Monsieur Monitor. We've got one clue to go. Hang in there, you're doing great.
Your fourth clue is a worm. The worm will tell you when in history your mission takes place. 200 years ago, doctors used worms to cure the sick. They'd put blood-sucking leeches on your skin and wait for them to drink the bad blood. Which animal can eat 20 worms in a single day? You're flying now! Robins are small birds famous for cementing their nests with mud. Which legendary figure named Robin stole from the rich and gave to the poor? Go, kid, go! Stories of the virtuous Robin Hood are the stuff of legends. Robin Hood and his gang of thieves reportedly lived in England in Sherwood Forest. Robin Hood lived during the Middle Ages. Which of the following years was not in the Middle Ages? Correct, Amundo. The Middle Ages lasted from about 400 to 1500. Long after the Middle Ages in 1865, Pasteur discovered that germs caused disease.
That wraps it up. Our mission to rescue Rosebud, the robot. Well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. Wash your hands after this trip. We're going to France over 100 years ago, and Louis Pasteur is about to discover germs. Pasteur is about to figure out a way to sterilize milk. But who's that peeking in the window? It's Roastbot! Oh no! Roastbot is heating up the cow! That's not how you sterilize milk. Hit the recall button. What a relief, especially for the cow. Pasteur invented pasteurization. You heat the milk to kill the germs. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
I can't believe you're still bothering me. Well, here are more questions. Not that you'll be able to make any sense of them.
Okay, pick up the quiz disc and click on the... Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. There's plenty of cool things to do on this floor, but unless we're on a mission, it all seems pretty pointless to me. Click on the inventory to start a mission.